All right, today we're going to dive into a story that's actually happening inside your body right now. It's this epic tale of heroes, villains, and massive emergencies, all playing out in a city we're going to call Heart City. Have you ever really thought about what a traffic jam inside your own body would look like? I mean, think about it. Your body is like this huge, bustling city. You've got power plants, emergency crews, the whole shebang, and everything, absolutely everything, depends on these super important highways to get around. So, what happens when those highways get completely jammed up? So, in Heart City, your heart is the massive power plant that keeps the lights on for everyone. And your blood vessels? Those are the highways, the arteries, the little side streets. They're delivering all the fuel and energy where it needs to go. It's pretty simple, right? For the city to work, the roads have to be clear. Okay, let's zoom in on the road itself, the actual pavement. The inner lining of these highways has a fancy name, the endothelium. Just think of it like brand new, super smooth asphalt. When it's healthy, traffic, which is, your blood, just glides along perfectly. But what happens when that pavement gets damaged? You get potholes, and that's when the trouble starts. And this is exactly how a few little potholes can turn into a citywide disaster. It doesn't happen all at once. First, some gunk, stuff like cholesterol and other waste, starts sticking to the sides of the road. Then, over time, that gunk hardens into this tough stuff called plaque. It's like the walls are closing in, making the highway narrower and narrower. And if it gets bad enough, you get a total blockage, a complete gridlock. And in Heart City, that kind of traffic jam causes a citywide blackout. We call that a heart attack. But hey, where there are villains, there are heroes, right? So let's meet hero number one. Its name is Astaxanthin. Think of Astaxanthin as the ultimate guardian of Heart City. It's this quiet, powerful hero working behind the scenes, making sure the city is safe from all this damage. So what are its superpowers? Well, for starters, it helps manage all the cholesterol trucks driving on the highways, keeping the good and bad ones in balance. It also gets to work repairing that road pavement we were just talking about. And get this, it even puts up shields around the tiny power stations inside ourselves. On top of all that, it's like the city's best cleanup crew. It scrubs away this nasty pollution called oxidative stress and acts like a riot squad to calm down big emergencies, which scientists call inflammation. This thing is a serious protector. All right, time to meet hero number two, Curcumin. Now, if Astaxanthin is the guardian protecting the city's buildings and roads, then Curcumin is the ultimate Flowmaster. It's the traffic cop, the city planner, the one who makes sure everything keeps moving, no matter what. And this is where you can see how they're different, but both super important. Astaxanthin is all about protection, shielding, repairing, defending the city's structures. Curcumin, on the other hand, is all about flow. It's actively out there on the highways, managing traffic, preventing pileups, and even making the lanes wider. See? Two totally different jobs, but they're both working to keep Heart City safe. So Curcumin's toolkit is all about keeping things moving. Yeah, it helps with cholesterol traffic, kind of like our first hero, but its real special moves are, 1, telling the highways themselves to just relax and open up, and 2, making sure the cars, your platelets, don't get too sticky and start clumping together. That last one is a huge deal. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so picture this. Your platelets are like the city's ambulance and fire crews. When there's a real emergency, like you get a cut, they race to the scene and pile up to patch the problem. And that's great. We need them to do that. But sometimes these emergency crews get a little jumpy. They start sticking together and causing these huge, dangerous pileups when there isn't even an accident. And in our body, that's a really bad thing. These pointless pileups are blood clots, and they can cause a total gridlock on the highway, just like that hardened plaque we talked about. And that's where our Flowmaster Curcumin comes in. It's like the cool, calm dispatcher on the radio telling all the emergency crews, hey, stand down, chill out, it's a false alarm. It keeps them from clumping together unless there's a real emergency. This simple instruction helps stop those dangerous traffic jams before they can even start. So there you have it, the Guardian and the Flowmaster. I mean, they're pretty amazing on their own, but when you put them together, you get this incredible partnership, a real dynamic duo dedicated to keeping Heart City safe. It's really the perfect team-up. You've got Astaxanthin working on the city's infrastructure, guarding the power stations, cleaning up the pollution, fixing the roads. And at the same time, you've got Curcumin out on the street level, directing traffic, making more room to drive, and keeping the cars from crashing into each other. It's a full spectrum approach. Okay, look, the whole Heart City story is a great way to understand this stuff, and it's been fun. But I need to hit pause for a second and get really serious, and I mean it. What I'm about to say is without a doubt the most important part of this whole explainer, so please, listen up. Let's be 100% clear. We've been talking about some fascinating research, but I'm going to quote this directly from the source so there's no confusion. Neither ASX nor curcumin is FDA-approved for the prevention or treatment of heart attack. Let me repeat that. They are not FDA-approved for this. This is not medical advice. It is not a prescription. The only person who should ever give you medical advice is your doctor. Period. They are the expert on your health. So before you ever think about trying any new supplement, not just these, but anything, you have to talk to them first. That's rule number one, and it's not negotiable. So we've seen the story of how these two compounds are being looked at as these incredible heroes for our bodies, a guardian and a Flowmaster. And it really makes you think, doesn't it? What other hidden heroes, what other guardians might be working inside of you right this second, keeping your own personal city running smoothly?